Now this problem is related to analyzing a heterogeneous equilibrium. First try yourself and then we will discuss. So question says, determine whether or not each mixture can attain the following equilibrium. To answer this question, we must have an idea of Q and K. So if you see, if I write K expression, that is product by concentration of reactant, and this we write at equilibrium. That is equilibrium concentration of product divided by equilibrium concentration of reactant, and this is known as equilibrium constant. Now we have something else, and that is Q. This is again concentration of product and divided by concentration of reactant, but this time this is not necessarily at equilibrium. So now the concentration of product is given time. It can be initial time or it can be a different time. Generally, let us say initial. So we are interested in initial concentration of product, and this is initial concentration of reactant, and this is called Q, or this is also written as reaction quotient. Now there are three possibilities we will have, that is reaction quotient can be greater than K. Second possibility, we can have reaction quotient is equals to K, and third possibility we can have, that is reaction quotient is less than K. Now reaction quotient is greater than K. Let us discuss first case. Whenever we have a reaction, let us say if I am going to reactant to product, and this is a equilibrium reaction. So whenever we have reaction at equilibrium, we will have K. That is, Q always wants to reach to the K. So what is the tendency? Q wants to becomes K. Whatever be the value of Q, initially, it finally wants to becomes K, that is at equilibrium. So let us say first case, Q is greater than K. So this means Q is greater, that is concentration of product is greater than reactant. So concentration of product is greater than concentration of reactant. So this side Q is, this means product is more than reactant. So how Q can become K? There is only one possibility, that is Q has to reduce and then it can become K. And to reduce Q, we have to decrease the concentration of product, that is reaction should go in this direction. This is the only possibility. So in this case, when we have Q is greater than K, we can have a reaction in backward direction. And this is shown here. If you see, in this case Q is greater than K, we have to decrease the Q so that I can finally reach to the K. That is basically we have to have a backward reaction. Now when Q is equals to K, and that is the perfect situation, Q wants to become K, and that is the case, this means reaction is already at equilibrium. Now Q is less than K. So Q is less than K. This means concentration of product is smaller. So basically what we have to do, we have to finally we have to reach to the K. Q is a smaller. So we have to increase the Q so that it can become equals to K. So in this case we have to increase the Q so that it becomes equal to K. So to increase the Q we have only one option, that is we have to increase the concentration of product or decrease the concentration of reactant. That is reaction has to go in the forward direction. So in this case reaction has to go in forward direction. And this is shown here. In this case Q is less than K. So I have to follow, Q has to follow K. So I have to increase the Q value. So important point we have, that is Q always follow if Q is less or small, then we have to increase so that it becomes equals to K. Now the second point we have, let us say if I have Q is large and then Q has to finally follow K, that is I have to decrease the Q, it becomes finally it becomes equals to K. Now when we have Q is equals to K, that is perfectly situation of equilibrium. Now let us discuss our problem, that is we have a CaCO3, that is the decomposition of CaCO3, and it gives you CaO plus CO2. This is solid, and this is gas, and Kp value for this reaction is given. Let us write Qp. When I write Q at P, this means reaction quotient at constant pressure, and that is same as partial pressure of CO2, and this is initially. So Q of P for this reaction is simply PCO2. So Qp is nothing but PCO2, partial pressure of CO2. Now let us discuss case A. So in this case we have only CaCO3 solid. So my vessel contains CaCO3 solid. That is, there is no partial pressure of CO2. So this means Qp is basically 0 and Kp has some value. So I can say Qp is less than Kp. So if Qp is less than Kp, what will be the situation? This situation. Q is less than K, this means reaction has to go in the forward direction. In this case, reaction will proceed in forward direction. That is CaCO3 solid will decompose and it will give you CaO solid plus CO2 gas, and this reaction will happen so that finally I will have a situation that partial pressure of CO2 becomes equals to Kp. So this will happen, so reaction will proceed till partial pressure of CO2 is equals to Kp, because Kp is also nothing but partial pressure of CO2, but this time partial pressure of CO2 is at equilibrium. Now let us say case B. So basically in case A we will have an equilibrium, so system will attain equilibrium. Now what we have case B, that is we have CaO plus CO2 and the partial pressure of CO2 is greater than Kp. So this is given, that is partial pressure of CO2 is greater than Kp and partial pressure of CO2 is nothing but Qp. So Qp is greater than Kp. So now if you see here, Qp is greater than Kp, reaction will go in the backward direction so that Q finally becomes equals to K. So in this case, reaction will proceed in backward direction. Now initially we have some CaO and CO2. So question says initially we have CaO solid and CO2. So we have CaO solid plus some CO2 gas. Now reaction will proceed in the backward direction, that is CaO solid plus CO2 gas will form CaCO3. I have to basically write this in this side, CaO plus CO2 gas, and this will combine to form CaCO3. If I have enough CO2 and enough CaO, a finally equilibrium will be achieved. So equilibrium will be achieved if partial pressure of CO2 and CaO solid is in excess. Now we have C part, and this time question says the same thing. We have CaCO3 and CO2 and partial pressure of CO2 is greater than Kp. That is the same situation. Qp is greater than Kp. So if Qp is greater than Kp, we have already said reaction will proceed in the backward direction. So reaction will proceed in backward direction. And what are the things that is given? So question says it has CaCO3 and it also has CO2. Now it does not have CaO. So if you see the question, it says it only contains CaCO3 and CO2 gas. Reaction has to go into the backward direction, but it does not have CaO, sorry. So there is no CaO is present in the mixture. So backward reaction will not proceed. Initially I will get, basically we will expect that backward reaction will proceed since there is no CaO, since there is no calcium oxide, reaction will not achieve equilibrium. Now D part. Now this time it says we have a mixture of CaCO3 and CaO solid. So we have CaCO3 solid and we have CaO solid. Now in this case partial pressure of CO2 is 0 because we don't have any CO2, that is Qp is 0. So once again Qp is less than Kp. So if I have Qp is less than Kp, reaction will go in the forward direction. You can verify here. If Qp is less than Kp, reaction will go in forward direction. So in this case, a reaction will go in forward direction. that is CaCO3 will decompose and it will give you some more CO, some more CO2. So CaCO3 solid will decompose and it will give you CaO plus CO2 gas, and finally system will attain equilibrium. So only in part C equilibrium will not be achieved, in A, B, D equilibrium will achieve. So in part C equilibrium will not be achieved. Equilibrium will not be achieved. Now let us try this practice exercise. Now this question says, when added to Fe3O4 in a closed container, so we have a closed container and this contains Fe3O4, which one of the following substance, either hydrogen or water or O2, allows equilibrium to be established in the reaction? So reaction is given, so we have this equilibrium reaction, 3Fe solid plus 4H2O, and this is gas, and we have an equilibrium achieved, Fe3O4 solid plus 4H2, this is gas. So it says in closed container I have only Fe3O4. If I want to achieve this equilibrium, I have to have something that can react with Fe3O4, and reaction should come in the backward direction because Fe3O4 is in the right direction. So basically we are looking for a substance that can react with Fe3O4 to form Fe and H2O, that is in the backward direction, that is reaction goes in the backward direction. So we will have basically here, that is H2. So if we add hydrogen, it will react with Fe3O4 and reaction will go in the backward direction. So basically we have to add hydrogen also in this container, and so we have to choose which of the following substances allow equilibrium. So I can say hydrogen will allow equilibrium to be achieved. Equilibrium to be achieved.